Are you ready for a major change that could affect every mile you drive in the United States? Starting May 2026, new speed limits and safety rules are rolling out across the country, and if you're not prepared, it could cost you more than just a ticket. It could impact your safety, your wallet, and even your driving record. Welcome back to DriveAuthority USA, your trusted source for the latest updates, expert driving tips, and everything you need to stay safe and informed on American roads. Today, we're diving deep into the biggest driving update of May 2026. These changes are not just small tweaks, they are part of a nationwide effort to improve road safety, reduce accidents, and adapt to modern traffic conditions. Whether you're a daily commuter, a rideshare driver, or someone planning a road trip, this update is something you cannot afford to ignore. Let's break it all down so you know exactly what's changing, why it's happening, and how it affects you. Starting with the new speed limits, several states are introducing revised maximum and minimum speed regulations. In many urban areas, speed limits are being reduced from 35 mph to 30 mph, especially in zones with high pedestrian activities such as downtown districts, school zones, and residential neighborhoods. The goal here is simple. Lower speeds mean fewer severe accidents and more reaction time for drivers. On the other hand, some highways are seeing an increase in speed limits. In certain rural interstate areas, limits may rise from 70 mph to 75 or even 80 mph depending on the state. However, this comes with stricter enforcement using advanced speed detection technology, including AI-powered cameras and radar systems that can track multiple vehicles simultaneously. One of the most important changes is the introduction of dynamic speed limits. These are speed limits that can change in real time based on traffic conditions, weather, and road hazards. Electronic signs will display updated limits, and drivers are legally required to follow them. For example, during heavy rain or fog, the speed limit could drop automatically, and ignoring it could result in fines. Now let's talk about safety rules, which are receiving a major upgrade in 2026. One of the biggest changes is the expansion of hands-free driving laws. While many states already ban texting while driving, the new rules go further by restricting almost all handheld device use. This means no holding your phone for calls, navigation, or even quick checks. Drivers must use hands-free systems or face strict penalties. Another key update involves seatbelt enforcement. Rear seat passengers are now required to wear seatbelts in nearly all states, and drivers can be held responsible if passengers are not properly secured. This is part of a broader push to reduce fatalities in accidents, as studies have shown that unbelted passengers significantly increase the risk of serious injury. There's also a new focus on pedestrian and cyclist safety. Drivers will now be required to maintain a minimum passing distance when overtaking bicycles, often set at 3 to 5 feet depending on the state. Additionally, failure to yield at crosswalks will carry heavier fines and possible points on your license. One of the most talked about changes is the implementation of automated enforcement systems. Red light cameras and speed cameras are being expanded nationwide, and many of them are now equipped with AI technology to detect violations more accurately. These systems can identify speeding, illegal turns, and even distracted driving in some cases. Another critical update is related to new drivers and licensing rules. Graduated licensing programs are becoming stricter, with longer learning periods and more supervised driving hours required before obtaining a full license. This is aimed at reducing accidents among young and inexperienced drivers. For commercial drivers and rideshare operators, the rules are also tightening. There will be stricter background checks, more frequent vehicle inspections, and updated insurance requirements. If you're driving for platforms like Uber or Lyft, staying compliant will be more important than ever. Electric vehicles and advanced driver assistance systems are also part of this update. Cars equipped with features like lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and automatic emergency braking will be subject to new standards. Drivers must understand how these systems work and cannot rely on them completely. Misuse or over-reliance could lead to penalties if it results in unsafe driving. Weather-related driving regulations are also getting attention. In certain states, drivers will be required to use headlights in low visibility conditions at all times, and failure to do so could result in fines. Additionally, some regions are introducing mandatory tire requirements during winter months, especially in areas prone to snow and ice. Insurance companies are also adapting to these changes. Safe driving behavior, monitored through telematics devices or mobile apps, could lead to discounts. However, violations under the new rules may result in higher premiums. This means your driving habits will directly impact how much you pay for insurance. Now you might be wondering, why are all these changes happening now? The answer lies in rising traffic incidents, evolving vehicle technology, and the need for a unified approach to road safety. Authorities are using data and research to implement rules that can save lives and make roads more efficient. So, what should you do to stay ahead? First, always pay attention to updated road signs and local regulations. Second, invest in hands-free technology if your vehicle doesn't already support it. Third, practice defensive driving and stay alert at all times. And finally, keep yourself informed through reliable sources like DriveAuthority USA so you're never caught off guard. These updates might seem overwhelming at first, but they are designed with one goal in mind: making roads safer for everyone. Adapting to them early will not only help you avoid penalties, but also make you a more responsible driver. As we move closer to May 2026, more states will finalize their specific rules, so it's important to stay updated regularly. Remember, driving is not just about getting from point A to point B. It's about doing so safely, responsibly, and in compliance with the law. Thank you for watching Drive Authority USA, where we bring you the latest driving updates, expert insights, and practical tips to keep you informed and safe on the road. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Drive Authority USA for more updates like this. Stay safe, drive smart, and we'll see you in the next video.